So, here we are at the Tower Knight Archstone at the end of Lord's Path 1-2, beginning of Inner Ward 1-3. And I'm going to show off a method which was discovered independently by two different Demon Souls runners, um, which lets us skip into the cell that is underneath this area that's normally like behind a locked door that you need the iron keyring to get to. It's this area right here where Biorr is imprisoned. And we found a couple of ways that we can actually get down there without getting the iron keyring before we even trigger the cutscene in 1-3. So the first method is the way that I found, and then the second way I'll show off was found by a runner named X Spirit. So the way I found to do it is to go into cinematic mode and reload the game at this spot here. And then we're going to basically run up that cart and have it sort of take form underneath us, as we know happens sometimes in cinematic mode. And then we can basically just run down into that area where the cell is. It didn't work that time. I've noticed that this first method that I'm showing right now is kind of inconsistent. So that time it worked. So the cart doesn't always spawn in so that you can run through it. I've noticed that sometimes it just takes totally solid form right off the bat and you have to reload. But that way is faster, especially if you're coming from Lord's Path. I killed Tower Knight already just for demonstration purposes, but anyway, so we're here. We're on the other side of the locked door, and now we can actually go down into where the cells are. We can't free Biorr or open the cells, unfortunately, but we can kill this fat official. And get the bloody iron key. So yeah, these won't open because we don't have the iron key ring. Unless there's a way to clip through these doors, which if there is, I haven't found it yet. Messed around down there a little bit, but haven't found anything. So one thing about this skip is it doesn't soft lock you, but you can't get out because the door's locked. So you either have to neck seal bind out or use a PS Plus warp. I'm going to go ahead and PS Plus warp out. So just something to be aware of if anybody ends up using this in a speed run or in a casual playthrough, is you want to be prepared to lose your souls getting out of there. And so now I'm going to go back to Inner Ward. And before we go unlock the back alley area with the bloody iron key, I want to show off the other method of doing the skip, which again was found by X Spirit. And I actually like this way better. I find it more consistent. It's not dependent on whether or not that cart loads the way you want. As far as I know, this way works every time. I'm going to kill these guys just for safety. And then we're going to do the same basic concept, except we're going to do it on these things, these little boxes. So reload the area. And then we simply walk forward. That'll appear underneath us and boost us, and we land here. And then we can just do a little bit of parkour. And then we're down here. So we can get in this way as well. I have Cat Ring equipped for fall damage. There is a safer way to get down here without taking fall damage. It just requires a little bit more precise jumping and can be a little tricky because those guys will still shoot crossbows at you. I'll go ahead and neck seal bind out this time. You don't need PS Plus to do this skip and get out safely, but you will lose your souls either way. So, but yeah, I like that second method a little better. It also opens up some other out of bounds shenanigans, which I think I'll show off in a separate video, because I'm not sure if they're useful at all. This skip, I think, could be useful in an All Trophies speedrun because it lets you get to Yuria, the witch, faster. In this playthrough, I don't have the Fat Officials gear that we're going to need to have the guy lower the bridge and go free her. But, oh, got attacked by a dog. I'm still getting attacked by a dog. Stop it. Bad dog. But anyway, we can get to the area, and we can actually, you know, get inside without ever having triggered the cutscene for 1-3. So that's pretty cool. I've been thinking about trying to find some out-of-bounds stuff here if we can get over this bridge, but I have not found a way yet. If there is a way. But what we can do is get up here and grab a couple of rings on the ground. And if we were in NG Plus or in a casual playthrough where we had the Fat Officials gear, we could dress up as them and get him to lower this bridge and go free the witch. And yeah, pretty exciting stuff.